Hello, I'm going to be sharing how I find my resources as a kindergarten teacher. Let's get started. All right, so here is my kindergarten team Google Drive. This is a Google Drive that my team members and other specialists throughout the building use to share ideas, collaborate, and have a central place for all of our resources. We have designated folders for different parts of the school year. We share our planning ideas here. I am the note taker for our PLC meetings, so I write notes in here. We have a bunch of different assessments, different ideas that we all share in this area. And it's really great because we know where everything is because we organized it in such an intentional way. So that way everything's in one place, it's completely organized, and it keeps all of our ducks in a row. So I'm a big fan of using this because it's just so neat, and it was made in such a way that it's very user-friendly, and it's just really awesome. I love the aspects that are in this Google Drive, such as past years. So being that I'm new to this team, I get to look at past years from 2017 all the way up to present, but I get to look at what's changed over the years, and I get to have conversations with my teammates as to why some things changed, what are some things or strategies they still use. And it's really awesome because I get to see a very straightforward example of what my fellow teammates have done throughout the years, which makes it really nice for settling in to a new role. But yeah, I love this Google Drive. It keeps everything where it needs to be. The next thing I'm going to move on to is Teachers Pay Teachers. And I feel like Teachers Pay Teachers has a very controversial reputation because I feel like sometimes it can be used in excess, which is not what I intend to use it for. I always intend to use it intentionally. And I use it as a tool for differentiating and scaffolding my stations. In my Google Drive, you might see EL slides. This is for the EL literacy curriculum that my school has. And in that curriculum, you teach whole group and then you move into station and skill work. And I group my students based off of, being that it's the beginning of the year right now, based off of ability. So I can differentiate my skills stations to best fit their needs and zone of proximal development. So I'm not overtly challenging them, but I'm not leaving them where they're at. So I've geared my Teachers Pay Teachers profile to different levels. So that way they can send me or direct me to different activities, worksheets, flashcards, and posters that are at different students' levels, which has been really great. And the thing that's really awesome is I've been able to find a lot of Hispanic Heritage Month resources and activities for my students to do that are all at their level, which has been really great. So I've been a really big fan of using Teachers Pay Teachers this way. And, you know, sometimes I like to go for the free options, but it's also really great because when I'm buying something for Teachers Pay Teachers, I don't feel like my money is just going to this big corporation. It's going to specifically somebody, an authentic educator that created this with the same purpose that I have for buying it, which is to teach something meaningful. So I really like being able to fund other educators through using this sparingly. So there's that. Recently, my team lead has introduced me to Scholastic Book Club, and I'm still figuring out how to navigate it. But what's really cool about it is you can make a classroom wish list, and you can add books and other resources that you can send out to your class families that if they're willing to donate any of the things that are on your wish list, it's in a spot for them to be directly linked to purchase. I can also make recommendations for my students. So I've been able to link up my classroom list to my Scholastic Book Club. So it's also another great tool for a differentiation or trying to provide students with individual resources to meet them at their level. So I can add a book for CJ, or I can add a book for John that's not the same, but that their parent or family member can purchase for them that will be geared towards their level of ability. So I'm still trying to navigate this. If anyone has any insight or any tips and tricks for Scholastic Book Club, please let me know. I'm very new to this. I just discovered this a few weeks ago and I haven't gotten a chance to play around with it that much. The last thing that I was going to share, which is very millennial of me, is that I use TikTok to find great classroom strategies, activities, and other ideas from other educators. One thing I really like about TikTok is that it's really quick, and I can scroll through a bunch of TikToks and decide which ones I want to use, and I can like them and save them and share them with other people on my team. I like to go to Classroom Creations. This is Catherine Coyle. She is an awesome educator. She has great ideas for classroom management. Also, I love One Passionate Teacher, who is a first grade teacher, and she just has great ideas for student incentives, teacher portfolios, different classroom hacks and Dollar Tree finds that you can use inside of your classroom. I've actually purchased this voice level. If you saw in the very beginning of that TikTok, it was a voice level chart where you put lights next to it to indicate different voice levels. So I've put a lot of practices that I've seen on TikTok in my classroom, and it's worked out really well, and I really enjoy using it. So those are how I find my resources. I can see that I've gone very over time, so I apologize for that. But yeah, please let me know if you guys use these resources as well, and if you have any tips and tricks for Scholastic Book Club, because I need some help in that area. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye.